America. The early 1930s. The Great Depression. The country is drowning in poverty. Millions are unemployed. Banks are collapsing one after another. Farmers are losing their land. The bread lines are longer than trains. But it is here that a legend is born. A story of love and blood. Their names, Bonnie and Clyde. Clyde Barrow was born into a poor farming family. Since childhood, he saw nothing but hard labor and poverty. But deep inside, he dreamed of freedom, of open roads, fast cars, music, and easy money. At 17, he was arrested for the first time for stealing a car. Prison could have broken him. Instead, it turned the boy into a real criminal. He learned to handle weapons, and he swore he would never again live by anyone else's rules. Bonnie Parker was born near Dallas. She wrote poetry and dreamed of the stage. At school, they called her the girl with dreams. At 16, she got married. But her husband turned out to be a criminal. Soon, he went to prison. Bonnie was left alone. She worked as a waitress and waited for something more, something greater than a quiet life on the outskirts. In January 1930, Clyde came to visit a friend, and there was Bonnie. Their eyes met. A spark. They smiled. And from that day, they were together. Love and crime became one, and that union could mean only one thing: a sentence. At first, they stole for fun: cars, a little money, some weapons. But very quickly, their thirst for freedom turned into a thirst for blood. They began robbing stores and gas stations, laughing as they escaped from the police. Each robbery made them bolder and brought them closer to death. Friends joined them. Thus, the Barrow Gang was born. They posed with guns like movie stars. Newspapers published their photos. People saw in them not only criminals, but symbols of rebellion against the system. But behind the facade of fame was blood. The authorities threw all their forces into the hunt. Chases began, gunfights, blood on the roads, bullets whistled over their heads. Friends died one after another. Bonnie and Clyde escaped by miracle after miracle. Each victory made them more desperate. Each night could have been their last. In 1933, Clyde's brother Buck was killed. The newspapers wrote about the bloody Barrow Gang. In the photos, smiling Bonnie with a cigar. For the police, it was a challenge. For the people, romance. But behind the smile was exhaustion. Bonnie had been wounded in one of the chases and could no longer walk. Yet she kept riding next to Clyde. May 23rd, 1934. Louisiana. The police set up an ambush on a narrow road. Officers hid in the bushes with machine guns. When Bonnie and Clyde's car appeared, a hail of bullets erupted. The car was riddled with hundreds of shots. Clyde didn't stand a chance, neither did Bonnie, and so their story ended. The bullet-riddled car became a symbol. People came from miles away to see it with their own eyes. Newspapers printed photos of their bodies. For the authorities, it was a victory. For the people, a tragedy. Their story became legend. Movies, books, songs, Bonnie and Clyde, criminals who became a myth.